Alright, so once you have found the hidden items in all 6 of those Chocobo Forests, you need to get to the 7th Chocobo Forest. Not surprisingly, it is accessible only by Chocobo.
Yay, Chocobo! Almanac.
So you go to this one, this Chocobo Forest, which is right near Trebia Garden, just a bit north, and then you ride. And if I'm stopping, it's probably because I was looking at directions. And nope, can't go that way. You know, I would prefer if people didn't sing because it's possible that you may be a little off in the video time. So that when I put it together, yeah, you would be singing at a you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alright, so Chocobos can go through shallow water. Which you need to do here. You cross at this point over to the Esthar continent from the Trebia continent. And then you look for a beach on the west side. And then you get lost because there's not much of a way to see where you're going here.
You can't change the camera to see.
I just did change the camera. That's the best it'll give you.
That's the best?
Anyway, but fortunately, Chocobo Forests, you know what they look like. They're the dome-shaped forest, and I just happened to stumble upon it.
Accidentally finding what you were looking for. Yay!
This is the force we were looking for.
So, one Chocobo will be there for every forest where you solve the puzzle and found the hidden item. Then there's one that's just always here. So you want there to be 7. Well, before those 4 go back up. Anyway, if all 7 are there, then they'll do this dance for you. Remember this track?
Yes, it's the waltz of the moon.
Yep, it was the Squall suddenly gained 10 levels in dancing scene. I don't know why that Chocobo's there. He's not exactly doing anything.
Maybe he's trying to learn how to dance.
Well, you'd think he'd be trying some of the steps in that case.
Well, he's that little, you can't maybe see him. You can hardly see him.
Oh wait, he did just take it. Anyway, talk to the Chocobo afterwards and you'll get your reward. Which is a card.
Chocobo card.
If you talk to him again, he'll give you some guy saw greens, but he'll also steal money from you.
See, Chocobo should be in peace.
We call it a Chocobo card when you get it, but then when you go to the card screen, they call it a Chocobo card.
Weird. Were they originally supposed to be called Chocobo?
The Chocobos are the young ones. You know, like Chick. And I immediately head in the wrong direction.
Silly thinker.
Oh wait, no, I know what I did. If the sound were on, I would have been able to tell immediately, but I headed out on foot, which will not work.
No. You need to go on Chocobo.
Exactly. Anyway, so this was actually 4 separate sessions that I had to record to get this video. And then there were other times where I just spent, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes trying to get rid of the random rule in Dalit and failing to do so because it's just all random. I mean, luck-based. And like, oh, I made it out. Wait a minute, this isn't the right place. This is the wrong side of the continent. You want to go out on the west coast. Why I cannot get through.
Damn you, Chocobo!
Like, damn you, lack of sense of direction. It's like, alright, fine, I have a map, I might as well use it. And hope I don't run into too many dead ends here. So I did all that to get the next card I will need for the Queen of Cards quest.
All that trouble.
Exactly. Alright, finally. out of the woods, literally. Yeah, I just demonstrated there. Did you guys see those flashing red spots on the map?
I did a bit.
They represent the Garden and the Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. So you don't get lost.
Right, so you can find your way back to your modes of transportation. There's no reason to use a garden as a mode of transportation, although there will be a reason to go back there pretty soon. For, guess what?
Card games?
Exactly.
Card games in gardens.
Card games are serious business.
Not just in the Yu-Gi-Oh world.
No, in fact, card games could one day solve.
And I checked the wrong memory slot. No, we cannot read PS2 memory card. This is PS1 game. Okay, so this was me losing the Chocobo card on purpose, along with a bunch of other cards, because the trade rule was different. I don't know how the trade rules are determined, but it seems like it's always one until you start playing games against the Queen of Cards, and then it starts changing. Okay, so now she tells you that the card that was made was a Chubby Chocobo card and is somewhere in Balaam Garden.
Okay, so that's why I gotta go back there.
And now back to the boy who keeps monkeying with his grandfather's paintings. Whose bones are these? My bones. Your bones. Bones, bones. Bone, bone, bone. Have you seen that Heartless?
No, I haven't. What's that from?
Earthbound. In Moonside. So I suppose I should explain the trade rules. One is the standard trade rule. It means that the winner chooses one card from the loser's hand to keep. Direct is the most annoying of the trade rules by far. It means that each player takes away whatever cards were flipped to his or her color at the end of the round. Very annoying because it means that you can win the game and still lose cards that you wanted to keep.
That is annoying.
So the fourth card you need to lose to her is Alexander, which I'm about to get back from this kid. Yeah, and it's also annoying because it means, on the other hand, if you're winning a card, you can't just win the game. You have to take that particular card. Difference means that the winner takes a number of cards equal to the difference between how many cards each player had control of at the end. Which means you always take either 2, 4, or 5. All means that no matter what the margin of victory was, the winner gets all of the loser's cards. Like, all of the cards in the hand. Shouldn't say all.
Oh, I love the cards.
Sounds like something Jen would say. She often says things like, all of the X.
I'm the Jen substitute for this moment.
Hope she's back sometime in the session.
Sure. Did you say we sound alike even though I'm British and she's American?
Yes, like, not when you say longer sentences, but when you say just a few words, sometimes you do sound alike.
That is slightly strange.
So, yeah, I left some of this in just to show that it's kind of inconvenient to go from the Ragnarok to this part of Balaam Garden. It's a schlep.
I see Zell.
What about Zell?
I saw him.
Zell isn't here.
I'm pretty sure I just saw him in the corner of the screen.
Maybe?
Perhaps.
Do 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 do. Isn't that the music that plays when the chubby chocobo comes up?
I can't remember.
Anyway, so the reason why I'm taking my time here is because if you notice, the trade rule here was direct. So I have to take that card if I want to win it. And I can't lose any of my cards because I'm playing with all rare cards. Fortunately, he played the Chubby Chocobo card in not the greatest place. He should have played it in the top right corner if he was being smart.
No, he was beating the... Derp to do.
It seems like the trade rule is more randomized than other rules are, though. Like, the same person, you could play the same, like 2 games in a row against the same person, and he or she might use different trading rules those 2 times. Alright, so that's 3 out of 5 now.
Nice.
I don't actually go all the way through this side quest. I do go most of the way, because the last card... Oh, I have all the level 8 cards now.
Awesome.
So I'm only missing 7 cards at this point. 1 level 5 card, 4 level 9 cards, and 2 level 10 cards. Oh, here's where we get to the interesting part of the session.
Yay.
This little island, note the location on the map, if, like when I get off the menu screen, is Cactuar Island.
Oh.
Guess what you find there?
Cactuars?
No, tonberries. Yes, you find cactuars.
I was about to say, wait, what?
There's another place where you find lots of tonberries. So, this setup actually is important. I'm setting up my party for a particular optional boss battle that is fought on Cactuar Island against, guess who?
Cactuars?
Jumbo Cactuar. So you want to have one person, if you have Alexander's revive ability, then you want that junction to someone. If not, then someone should have the item or you know, some way of reviving people. Junction water to everyone's elemental attack, and make sure that whoever has Leviathan, or Chozo Disc as he's called in this Let's Play, can summon GFs. You should also have Leviathan. Leviathan should have learned all of the Summon Magic Plus abilities. Something which I neglected to do. What am I doing now? Maybe I'm just paranoid and making sure I didn't miss something.
Hey, what is that keeps popping up?
That is the Jumbo Cactuar. But first I'm fighting some regular Cactuars. These are very silly enemies. Make sure to enter your commands quickly in these battles, because these things have a very strong tendency to run away.
As someone has.
They also have very high evasion, which means that you want to make sure Squall is attacking a lot, because he doesn't miss.